Well, here we are at the end of day two. It's Sunday afternoon, and I now have all the cabinets off the top and all the cabinets off the bottom, and I've disconnected the stove and removed a lot of the debris here. So you can see we've pretty much just got a few exposed pipes on the wall here. I've cleaned up most of the mess, although you can see there's lots of, along the bottom, there's lots of cracks along the wall and things that I'm going to seal up before we start putting new cabinets in. I can do a lot of cleanup and seal up work here. But as you can see, the pipes from the original wall connections for hot and cold water and the drain are actually much closer to the outside wall here than the sink was in the old cabinet. So they'd actually extended all those hoses and pipes and everything to shift the sink over, and we'll be pretty much shifting it back into its original location. That's pretty much where it's going to sit, directly over the top of these pipes. We've got the stove pushed back. Hopefully the debris removal guys will be able to take it tomorrow without going over our load limit. Otherwise we have to wait for the Sears people to take it away when they bring us our new stove. And then here is all of the debris after I broke down the cabinets. Pretty much this is it. There's the old sink. Got some plastic up to keep the dust down, but there's the old sink and some of the smaller bits and pieces of wood from the cabinets. But you got the cabinet backs and bottoms and things like that, and the side rails and top rails and the doors. So when you break it all down and pack it all flat, it's actually not a whole lot of debris. So I'm hoping that that we'll be able to sneak the stove in without bumping up our debris removal, so I can get rid of it early. And that's the end of day one. I was hoping to get a little bit more work done. I'd hoping to open up a little bit of the walls today, but didn't have the time or the energy to start drilling in, because that's all plaster. It's not drywall, so you can't just cut through and peel it back. You actually have to do some serious drilling in there to get all the way through. But I want to go ahead and mark the studs on the wall, so it'll be easier when it comes time to hang the cabinets to know where all the stud markers are and everything. And then this wall right here on the outside, this wall is actually, from what I can tell, right up here by the ceiling, coming down about 3 feet. When you knock on it, it feels pretty darn solid. I think that is actually concrete, or it's very, very thick plaster. And you get down about the middle of the wall, just above this chair rail, kind of where you saw the shelves before. That's hollow. When you knock on it, you can definitely tell it's hollow when you knock on the walls in this space. So it's I'm pretty clear it's that I have open wall cavity in between here, and there is an outlet right behind the refrigerator here that's recessed into the wall here. So I think that we have pretty clear access, because right on the other side of the refrigerator there is where the service panel is for the electricity. So we're going to have to bring electric down across this wall from the service panel when we replace that, as well as run new circuits across and down through here. And then I've got to try and run a water line from right here up across the ceiling, and then drop it down to behind the cabinets so that I can run it along, which means at some point in this space here I'm going to actually have to chisel into plaster and possibly concrete to create a channel, and then drop the water line in there and then cover over it. So I'm going to have a little bit of work cut out for me tomorrow, because I want to get all that done before the electrician gets started. So that'll be a project for tomorrow. But other than that, that is the end of day two on the household kitchen renovation project. See you tomorrow.